So I like to preface this by saying that I've never owned any other X100 series camera prior to the X100V, so I'm not really sure what to expect. I guess everything is going to be very new to me. So let's unbox this. Lift up the lid. Alright, so inside you're going to get the user's manual. I'm going to read this later. Open this flap. Alright, let's get the accessories out of the way. First up, we've got the Fujifilm leather strap. Very handy. We've got the strap clips and the protectors that come with the strap to stop the clips from rubbing against your camera. Got the USB-C cable, which I guess is going to be used for charging because I can't see any camera chargers in here. And we get a Fujifilm battery. So now let's get the real thing out of this box. This is the camera body itself. Now holding it in my hand, it feels really actually heavier than I expected. Just peel this tape off. There it is, guys. This is the Fujifilm X100V in silver. Holding it in my hand, it feels really solid. Actually, when I look at it in photos, it looks very light, but when you actually hold it in your hand, it feels like a very solid piece of metal. So they've made changes to this new X100V. The lens, they say they have updated. This is the first Fujifilm camera, X100 camera that has an updated lens. Apparently it's a bit sharper. They claim it to be a bit sharper than the previous lenses. It's a 23mm f2 lens, which is a 35mm focal length equivalent on a full frame camera body. It comes with a hybrid viewfinder, which can switch between optical and electronic. There's the switch that allows you to switch between the different viewfinder modes. And it's got a front control wheel and a front function button and a flash assist. Let's take a look on the side. We've got the focusing modes. You've got the manual, continuous and single shot focus. Having a look at the back now, there's the viewfinder. We've got a new screen on the X100V. Now this screen can flip up and it can also flip down. So I'll show you guys. Flipping up 90 degrees, and it can also flip down 45 degrees or so. And that's very handy for street photographers because you can get low this time. I don't think the previous X100 series cameras had this feature, so it's a very nice addition to have on this X100V. And I like how it just sits very flush against the body when it's fully closed in. You got your different buttons. You've got your drive and delete button. You've got the auto exposure and auto focus lock. You've got a joystick here, a menu OK, play and display back button. There is no 4-way directional button on the X100V. On my X-T2 there is, and I use it quite a lot. So I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna be too used to, I gotta get used to being able to use the touch screen. Oh, I forgot to mention that this screen is also touch screen. So the 4 function options that you can get with the function dials are now on the screen itself. So you swipe up, right, down and left to access those functions. We've got a Q button on the side here so that when you hold the camera it doesn't get in the way. Use the quick menu. You've got a rear control ring. Actually, it's stepped and it feels really good. I like the knurling on the metal. It gives it a nice grip. Over here on the side, we've got what appears to be an audio jack of some sort. It doesn't look like a 3.5mm. It looks like a 2.5mm jack. You've got a USB-C charging port here that you can attach a portable battery bank or whatever to charge your camera from here. And you've got a micro HDMI socket over here to plug in your HDMI output devices. Okay, so at the bottom you've got your battery compartment, just your standard battery compartment. I like this little plastic lock button here. It makes it more secure. Got your 3/4 inch screw mount over here and a microphone right here. Or is that a speaker? I'm not really sure, but it's over here at the bottom of the camera. Taking a look at the top, you've got the exposure compensation controller here, dial. You've got the shutter button. You've got a small function button over here that you can assign to anything you want, I guess, in the menus. You've got your shutter speed and ISO control dial on one ring here. By turning it, normally you get the shutter speed, and if you pull this ring up and then you turn it, you can control your shutter speed. It's very genius. We've got the hot shoe mount. I like how they built the hot shoe mount. It sits really flush with the top plate of the camera. Gives it a nice sleek look. And here we have Fujifilm X100V with this little fancy Fujinon lens system writing here. I really like this writing here. It makes the camera look kind of retro and premium. Yeah, but that's the camera itself. I just can't get over how good this looks. You know what they say, everything looks better in real life than in photos? This camera definitely is one of those situations. This camera, when you hold it in your hand and you just look at it, in the light, the way the light bounces off the metal, it's gorgeous. Well, that pretty much does it. This is the first unboxing and look at the Fujifilm X100V. I'll be doing some testing over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you in the next video.